I'll give people a few seconds to get in. Because I know it takes YouTube a few minutes or seconds to get people to come in. The others can join in or view afterwards. But anyhow, guys, welcome to the Hobo Goat channel. To those who may have heard about the Texas storm that we had here, the snow, and a lot of us had to go without power for long periods of time. Well, luckily for me, the power went out for like 38 hours. And one of the things that was a greatest help when it came to like cooking food, one of them, you can never have too much propane. And of course I have a little burner for it. And I know there was a lot of people, first of all, if you guys are going to use a gas grill, use common sense. Use it outside. Don't cook it in. As you guys might notice, there is some little burn marks on this little grill, which got used. But yeah, guys, seriously, some of these items, they cost under $30. A lot of them do. Some cost under 40. A lot of people complain, hey, no power. And like in Houston, they had a boil your water. A lot of people had no electricity. Well, if you had this, it wouldn't have been a problem. And I know a lot of people that rent that have landlords that don't agree with it. Well, hey, life sucks. But still, it's something easy. And of course, I'm also a person that has a bug out bag, so the gear I'm showing you is straight from my bug out bag, guys. So things like this, a simple mess kit. Yeah, you guys can see the fingerprints from it. You can either cook with, and if you have landlords that, say, hey, don't cook, don't make a hole in the ground. Well, something like this can be easily converted to cook something like this, and you can use another pot. Which brings me to another situation when it comes to cooking. Everybody scrambled to buy propane. Simple propane, even these were out. You could use wood, which comes across to cutting wood. Gotta have a way to cut wood. Yes, this is a cheap machete. This one specifically goes into my bug out bag. I've used these things. If you use them correctly, keyword correctly, they will be able to maintain them, sharpen them. You can process wood with them. And speaking of maintaining them, keeping them sharp, one of the ways I keep not only this sharp, but I also use it to keep this sharp. Which, also brings me to my next topic, food. You can have something as simple as a 88 cents. I mean, well, down here where I'm from, this is like under $1. Having a surplus of canned goods, rice, beans, MREs, freeze dried, it's always good whenever you do your shopping. Go out. If you can afford it, buy that extra can of food. Buy that extra pound of rice, extra pound of beans. That way, when it comes to push to shove, now let's cook it up. Anyhow, allow me to put away these sharp objects, guys. And of course, if you have to bug out, like I said, most of the stuff I'm showing you goes in my bug out bag. Plates, camping plates is what I use. Complete with silverware and all that stuff. But if you're asking why I'm getting into it, there's something I would like to show you guys. Now, what doesn't come as standard issue with my mess kit is one, a can opener. This is what they call a P51. It is bigger than the P38. Don't confuse the two. And for those who argue or disagree, look it up. You got Google. You can do it. Look it up. Which comes to my second item. I'm sure you're all familiar with one of these. I think they're called like church keys or something like that. I'm not sure on the name of it. But one of these, I'm sure somebody in the comments will let you know what it is. But it's very good. Especially, if you have like a can of evaporated milk or whatever, you can just simply poke a hole in it. Or if you have to open a bottle, if you buy one of those soda pop bottles and you got it with you and you need a drink or a beer, whatever you guys' preference. But yeah, guys, like I said, when it comes to these things, always stock up on food. Even though that you may not need it, at least try to have a full month's worth of food on hand. 3 months possible. Propane. Okay, when this happened, this was this is where I made a mistake, guys. I will admit it, I did make a mistake. This was the only can of propane I had. Luckily, it made it through. And when I went to my local store today, they had very few of these, which you can see the size difference. And another thing for you guys to give a thought on stocking up on: handkerchiefs, filters, bandages, so on. And a lot of people were complaining about not being able to charge their phones, which will bring me to my next item: battery packs. This one specifically is solar. You guys can usually find them on Amazon. I don't know if local stores sell them or not, but it's worth checking out. Now, this particular model charged 3 cell phones and a Nintendo Switch for a family member. And at full charge, there's how many lights are there? Okay, there's 4 lights, not 3. 4 lights there that tell you how charged it is. At full charge, 3 cell phones that were almost dead and a Nintendo Switch, it just took it down 1 light. This particular model cost me about $40. And due to the fact that it's solar, I can just open it up, put it next to a window, and it charges itself. The only bad thing I hate about it is when it comes to charging devices, when it's like this, it charges one device perfectly. But now if I try charging 2, not so much, unless all panels are open and there's light, then it charges them up pretty good. But yeah, guys, now here, this is why when I told you the stuff inside my bug out bag, this is where it gets into the bug out bag thing. Yes, if I had to bug out, yeah, I could have done so. The only bad thing I did with my bug out bag is I did have a few tarps in it, which I, ended up using to help a couple of homeless people out, helping them build shelters to survive this winter. So I'm going to cut it off. Now, any suggestions you guys would like me to do, let me know. I am making more videos, so stay tuned for a later date on that. Go out, sharing is caring. Always be a good neighbor. Help thy neighbor. Don't be like our Texas governor and run and come back after being pressured. See you guys.